Well, good evening. Just a wrap up of the City Council meeting for the City of Grand Rapids for November 12, 2013, 5 o'clock. Actually, we had a very short consent agenda this evening. As I looked through the consent agenda, not a whole lot on there other than some pre-apps, some preliminary hiring for the winter season. We did have some change orders as it related to a couple of city projects, both on 4th Avenue Northeast and 7th Avenue Northeast, and then the 1st Avenue Northeast, the Friesen addition. Those were the three big ones on the consent agenda. Tonight's department head report was by Bob Cahill. Talked a little bit about the golf course and what was going on out there. It was a slow spring in getting started, and they made a little bit of ground up over the summer months, but they're expecting and put some processes in place for 2014 from a pricing standpoint. I think you'll see that they're actually a little lower on some of the rates. They think that they can go down a little bit to encourage more participation and play out there, so the hope is that, and they do have a balanced budget for 2014, so if you're out there and you don't have a pass and you're a golfer, you might want to consider getting a pass for this year. There's going to be some specials out there, and buy one early, you get it at the 2013 price. With that, we had Dale Anderson come in, the only real agenda item under regular council business. We are renovating the restrooms at the RA Civic Center, both up and down. We're going to do some slight modifications to the downstairs bathrooms, but we're going to be modifying the upstairs, the upper lobby bathrooms, so they're fully ADA compatible for all those that are at the arena attending, whether it's a hockey event or some other type of event. The bathrooms are accessible, except for one small part outside of their office. There's some bathrooms there, some smaller bathrooms that are not ADA accessible, but we have bathrooms right next to them. So we paid the bills. The big part of the evening was taken up well over an hour and a half looking at a public hearing, a rezoning of some land for the purposes of putting in a clinic on some residential land out there. After a lot of comment, Essentia made their presentation, and there was, I think, 14 opponents that spoke at the public hearing opposing it. Essentia made a motion before council had any opportunity to take action, pulling their request. You can't just pull a request because it had gone out there, and there's a process to do it. So I was unaware of what we had to do, but we took a short recess. They signed a letter saying that they were going to pull theirs, but because there are two applicants in that rezoning process, them as the buyer, the seller was not here tonight to sign off on it as well. What we did was we extended for 60 days, and we've got it on the agenda in 2 weeks, that it will be coming back in 2 weeks, and that we'll take action on the 25th. So a lot of good dialogue. That's the beauty of public hearings. It's open. It was very civil. Folks were able to, one at a time, get up, express their opinion and their concerns. Council was very receptive to the concerns, as I think Essentia was. You got to give Essentia some credit. And they said, you know what, we want to come in, and they do intend to come into the community, but they want to come into the community being a good community partner and neighbor. So I would expect at some point in time Essentia will be back looking at the purchase of some land to build a clinic in Grand Rapids, but it'll be on property that's either medical, currently medical, or on property that's zoned for general business, which is at that point in time outside of the scope of what the council can do. That's what it's there for, general business and medical. If they want, all they need at that point is a building permit, build their facility, and operate the same as the hospital, same as Lakewood, the same as Northern Pines does. They would be good for the community and good for the city. So with that, we will see everyone in 2 weeks.